Assalamu alaikum everybody, and good afternoon. How is everyone today? Welcome to Ammi's Kitchen. This afternoon, I will be making lamb and cauliflower curry. So therefore, I have a pound of lamb, which is right here. I have a pound with bones, meat with bone. Or you can use beef or goat if you like, but I'm using lamb, a pound, which is half a kilo of lamb. Over here, I have one medium-sized onion, which I sliced very thinly over here, and then I'm gonna be using these spices here. I have 1 tablespoon of coriander powder. I have 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste, and over here I have 3/4 of a tablespoon of red chili powder. You can adjust to your taste. If you don't want it that hot, make it less. It doesn't matter. It's all up to your taste. And then I have 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And then I have 5 spices, 5 whole spices, which I put in. I have 1 teaspoon of cumin seed, 4 cloves, 8 to 10 peppercorn, 1 very small piece. I'm not going to put a large piece, but very small piece of cinnamon stick, 1 black cardamom. And then I have 1.5 tablespoon of yogurt here. And I have 2 tablespoons of crushed tomatoes, which I bought from store. They're canned tomatoes. You can find them anywhere and everywhere. And I have half a head of cauliflower. My cauliflower is very big, so I just took half a head. And this is the size of just each flower. If the flower is big, you can cut it in half. If not, then just leave it like this. And then I am going to use 1/4 cup of oil. Like I said, you can use as much oil as you like. You can do less oil if you want. You can do it in less oil. And then salt you're going to do for your own taste, however you want the salt. Once I'm done with all this, I will be adding ginger pieces. I've sliced the ginger pieces very thin. It's a 2-inch piece ginger. And I have 1 green chili. It's just to make this, it's very mild, so it's just to make the meat and the curry smell really nice and fresh. One of the reasons I'm using ginger is because cauliflower is very gassy. A lot of people, it doesn't agree with a lot of people. So therefore, if you add ginger, it'll cut down on that gas and it'll cut down on that uneasiness that you get, and you can eat as much as you want. You can eat the cauliflower or broccoli or something like anything that you like. And then in the end, we're going to garnish it with green coriander. Okay, so let's go and start cooking. Okay, so here we are. My oil, I took less than 1/4 cup, but you can add it on as you go along. My oil is heated. I'm going to use my medium-sized onions to fry. Okay, now when I fry my onions for any kind of a curry or any kind of rice or anything, I always add my 5 whole spices. I always add it with it, so that way the oil smells really nice and it gives really nice fragrance to your onions as well. So I'm going to add this also, and I'm going to fry the oil. I'm going to fry the onions now, and I'll show you when to start putting the meat and masala. Okay, so you see my onions, they're almost fried now. I'm not going to brown them all the way, but I like it the way it is right now. In this, I'm going to add my meat, because I like to fry the meat. I like to dry the water, the liquid that comes out of the meat, and it makes it really nice. I'm just going to brown it a little bit, not too much. And with this, as it's browning, I will be adding, for me, I will be adding less than I'll be adding half a tablespoon of salt. You can add salt to your taste. If you like more, add more. I'm just going to add half a tablespoon, because that's all. I think that's more than enough for this amount of meat. Okay, and with this, I will add ginger and garlic paste. Okay, and let's fry it. Let's fry it for maybe 2 minutes, just so that the ginger garlic gets incorporated with the meat and the onions and everything. Once it does, see, it looks like this, and as you can see, it's all oil in here. It's no water, no liquid. It's on high heat. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my spices to put in. my 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 3/4 of a spoon of red chili powder will go in there, and 1 tablespoon of coriander. There we go. We're going to mix it well. Now, you're mixing it well because basically you're just frying the spices. You need to fry the spices for a few minutes. Now with this, I will be adding half a cup of water. I will add half a cup of water for now. That's it. So that I can just fry it. Just fry the spices so that, you know, they smell really nice. Right now you can smell the rawness in it. So let's fry it for a few minutes. Okay, so you see it's fried. All the oil has come up and I can smell the spices. They're really nice and very nice smell with the spices. So now to this, I'm going to be adding my 2 tablespoons of crushed tomatoes. Right here, voila, right here. And 1.5 tablespoons of yogurt. I always use yogurt in my curries because I think it brings out a really nice flavor in it. Okay, there we go. My yogurt, and mix it well. What you're gonna do is mix it well. You want the tomato paste, you want the crushed tomatoes and yogurt to fry very well, but you don't need to stand here and do it. It'll cook with it. So I have over here, I'd say maybe about 3 cups of water, which I'm gonna put it in now. There we go. It's because I need to soften up the meat, the lamb. Once it starts boiling, I will cover it and I'll put it on medium heat on my stove. You know your stove, you know your butcher, you know your meat better. If you think it needs 45 to 50 minutes, give it 45 to 50 minutes. If you think it'll be okay in half an hour, do that. Mine is, it's a new butcher that I have, so mine it'll take about 50 minutes to get the meat to become soft. So as it'll cook, I will show you all the following steps. Now see, it's boiling now. I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna put my heat on medium. Okay, and we'll come back in about 35 minutes and take a look at it, and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay everyone, we're back. Here we go. There's my meat. Let me just check. Yeah, it's soft. It's not 100% soft, but it is. It's being cooked. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add all my cauliflower in here. By the way, this is one of my favorite curries, and I have it with rice. I'm gonna add the cauliflower. The cauliflower doesn't need that much time to cook, but still, it does need time. My ginger, I'm gonna put it in like this. By the way, if you guys don't like the taste of ginger like this, cut in, sliced thinly, fresh one, you can always grind it and put a tablespoon of ginger in here. But make sure that you do put ginger. Like I said, it's a very gassy vegetable. Like, people don't like it. So that's why. So just put all this, and I put the green chilies in here also. I'm just going to increase the heat a little bit, and then I'm going to let it cook. Once it's cooked, it's gonna cook together. Everything will combine in the cauliflower as well. Then we'll come back to it. Maybe I'm going to give it about 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll come back and show you exactly how it looks, okay? So let's cover this and put the heat up a little bit higher. Welcome back. What I'm doing is I'm boiling some rice with my curry, with my cauliflower and meat curry. Here I have 1 cup. This is the cup I'm using. 1 cup of rice. I will wash it. 1 cup of rice, and I'm going to use 3 cups of water. Okay? So I'm going to wash this, put water. I'm going to wash it, and I'll show you once I put the water in. And we'll just put it to boil. Add salt to your taste, and we will put it on the stove to boil. So let me just wash it, and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so here's my rice. I washed it, and now I'm going to add 2.5 cups. I didn't add 3, but 2.5 cups of water in here. And see? And what I will do now is, as you increase your rice, I'm just making it for 2 people. For me and my husband. But if you want to make it for the family and you're using, let's say, 2 cups, add 4.5 cups. I like the rice to be a little bit soft, especially when I'm eating it with any kind of curries. So I add a little bit more water. But if you want to add, just take 2 cups. If you take 2 cups of rice, take 4 cups of water. That's how it is. And salt to taste. So let's go. I'm just going to put this on the stove, cook it. Once it's done, I'll show you. Okay, so let's go. So you see my rice, everything, the water has evaporated. It's made it a little bit soft. Now what I'm going to do is I just added a tablespoon of butter, or no, a teaspoon actually of butter in here, just to make it a little bit nutty flavor. It's really nice. Look how it looks. Now after this, I'm just going to cover it and put my heat on medium low for 10 minutes. Cover it and leave it. After 10 minutes, I'll show you how the rice looks. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to check on my cauliflower and lamb curry. Look how nicely it's cooking. Cauliflower has turned the color to red. And I am going to fry it a little bit more. I'm not going to end it right now. But meanwhile, I'm just going to add a little bit of coriander in there while I'm frying. And I'm going to cook for at least 15 more minutes. My cauliflower looks like it's done. Yes, it is done. But I'm still going to cook it because I'll wait till the oil comes up. Okay, so this is how it looks. Let's come back in about 10 minutes and check our rice, and our dinner will be ready with the rice and cauliflower and lamb curry. Okay, hi everybody, we're back. Look at my curry. I fried some of it. Look, this is how it should look. And look at the consistency of the curry. If you like it this thick, go right ahead, because you can eat it with pita, you can eat it with roti, you can have it with naan. It's very nice. Myself, I like it a little bit thinner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add at least 1.5 glass of water because I like it thin. And I'm just gonna let it boil. See, mine is this thin because I eat it with rice. So it has to be thin like this because it's got spices, remember? So I'm just going to give it one boil so that the water can cook. And then I'll take it out and I will show you how to eat it and what to eat it with. We'll eat it with rice, okay? So I'm going to cover it, let it boil, and then I'll take it out and show you how to eat. Fine. Okay, everybody, you see here, my cauliflower and meat curry is ready. Like I said, I made it a little thinner. You can make it thicker. Here are the flowers. I use full flowers. You can, if you don't like these big pieces, by all means, you can cut it smaller. Here's the rice that I showed you. There you go. See, it's ready. And with to accompany it, I made a chunky salad. It's just with sweet onion, tomatoes, and cucumbers. And I just added a little bit of dressing and a lemon veg. Now I will show you how to take everything out and to serve. Okay, you take rice like this. I'm gonna take my salad. I love lemon with all kind of curries. Just grab a little bit of salad with it, and there you go. Sourness of the lemon tastes really nice on your and with the curry and with rice and your tomatoes and everything. So this is how you will serve. There you go. Another piece, and voila, there you go. This is how you serve cauliflower meat curry with rice. You can also accompany it with pita bread, and this is how I serve it. There you go. Thank you and bon appetit.